Since owning the Leica M6, I've been on the hunt for the perfect camera strap, one that would match my camera a lot more, but I haven't been able to find it, so I went out and made my own. And today I'm going to show you how to make your own Paracord camera strap. For today's video, you'll be needing a few different things: scissors, lighter, tape measure, split rings, and your paracord. Now, I wish I could tell you how much paracord you'll actually be needing for your strap, but it is very dependent on how long of a strap you want and of course how tight or how loose you weave your knots. These are 15mm split rings, and if you didn't know, split rings are just those circular things that you attach your keys onto. And I would recommend you going with 15mm because I've tried a few different sizes. 10mm is too small, 35, 25 are, they look a little bit too big on your camera, so I would just recommend going with 15s. The first thing you're going to want to do is determine how long of a strap you want. I do this by usually just grabbing the tape measure, pulling around my neck, and seeing how long I'd like my camera to sit. Since I've already made a long camera strap today, I think I'm just going to make a shorter one, about 40 inches long. And what you want to do is take this final length that you want, in my case 40 inches, and you want to double it, so 80 inches long to get your first strand of paracord. Here's my 80-inch long strand of paracord. I've gone back and double checked to make sure that this is the size I want, and if you're happy with your paracord, what we're pretty much going to do is turn it into a loop by taking our lighter, lighting the ends, and connecting them with one another. I have to warn you that this does get quite a bit hot, and as you can see, I do have a little bit of rubber stuck to my fingers. It's not too bad, just be careful. Once you're done, you should have one solid strand of paracord that's attached to itself, making a giant circle. You probably can't tell this, but I have my attachment joint where I connected the two ends of my paracord in the middle of my loop. This is ideal, especially if you have a lighter color paracord, just because if you have it in the middle, once we start braiding the paracord around this main loop, it'll be covered up for the most part. To make the camera strap itself, we need two different strands of paracord. One is the loop that we've already created, and two is an open-ended, much longer strand of paracord. I can't really tell you how much paracord you'll be needing for this strand because it's very dependent on how tight or how loose you braid your paracord, and it's also dependent on how long your camera strap is. The best that I can do is to tell you how much I started off with and how much I ended up with, and I'll do that at the end of this video to help you out. Posted in the description will be a link to another website that provides you with an equation to give you a rough estimate of how much paracord you'll be needing. I found the equation to be within a few feet of how much paracord I actually used for my first camera strap, so you can use that as a rough estimation of where to start. To make the camera strap, you want to hold the loop in one hand and our open-ended strand in the other. Find the middle of the open-ended end and just wrap it around the back of the loop. To make our first knot, we're going to take the right side of our open-ended strand, wrap it around the front of the loop, take the left side of the open-ended strand, come around the front of the loop, behind the back, and pull it through. Bear in mind, there is a lot of cordage, so this will take some time. From here, you just want to tighten it down, and that is our first knot. I personally like to just leave about an inch of slack for the split ring, so I'm just going to move that up a little bit, and that's about an inch or so. Take note of the knot. See how this strand is overlapping everything else? This is a strand that you want to pull over every time. So we're just going to take this strand, loop it back over again, take the right strand, go over the strand that you just looped over, wrap it around, go through the back, and slip it through. the front, take the other strand, go in front of that, behind the back, and loop it through. Lock it down, and look at that. I want you to take note of something. I've been talking a lot about this bottom strand, the one that sits on top of everything else. Well, it's all sitting right here on the table. And take note of this. We're just going to go back over, behind the back, and loop through. Notice how the strand on the table, the one that overlaps everything, doesn't do any movement. It really just sits back there and does the crisscross pattern. The other strand, the one that's doing the side box pattern, that's the one that you really pull back and forth. If you ever notice this strand doing a lot of movement, it means that you're doing something wrong. Like I said, all there really is left to do is to continue on with this pattern, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it a few more times, and then we're going to cut onto the next part. Take the bottom strand, overlap it, other strand over, behind the back, loop it through. Bottom strand, over, other strand, overlap that, behind the back, pull it through. Melt it down, just press it against it, and you should be good. Right now I want to show you how to attach your split rings. There's two ways to do it. You can do it the traditional keychain way, to just open up the split ring and loop it through, or you can do the cow's hitch. There's cost and benefits to both. The traditional way is much more secure as it's in there, but it's kind of dangling around a little bit. The cow's hitch is a lot cleaner, but if you're not careful, it'll just pop right out and you might lose it. But of course, once you get it on your camera, it's not really much of a problem. Since I've already made one camera strap with the traditional way, I think I'm going to do the cow's hitch on this one, so I'll just show you how to do that real quick. To do the cow's hitch on the split ring, all you gotta do is take your paracord loop, go straight through the middle, fold the paracord loop over on itself, and here it creates a little opening. All you gotta do is take the split ring, pull it straight through that opening, and you have your cow's hitch. Do it one more time. Paracord loop, straight through the middle of the split ring. Fold the paracord over, it creates an opening, pull the split ring through, and we are done with our camera strap. In front of you is what's left over from this project. I started off with 50 feet total, minus 80 inches or 6.67 feet for the base of this camera strap. And then what's left over was 66 and 59 inches, totaling 125 inches or 10.42 feet among these two strands. So we take 50 feet total, minus 6.67 feet for the loop, minus 10.42 feet, and we get 32.91 feet for the braiding of the camera strap. So to recap, I used 32.91 feet of paracord just for the braiding, then another 6.67 feet for the foundation loop that's inside of the braiding, for a total of 39.58 feet total. You can go ahead and use that as a rough estimation. I've found through the various straps that I've made that 40 feet of paracord is about what it takes for a 40-inch long strand of camera strap. If you made it this far in the video, I hope that it means that you've successfully made your own paracord camera strap. And if not, it's okay, because I'd like to announce that starting today, theupperleftusa.com will officially be having these camera straps in its store for sale. Not only will you be able to choose camera straps at predetermined lengths, you will also have the option to customize your own by telling me the length that you want, and I will make it for you if it's within reason. There will be many colors to choose from, over 400 in fact, so just tell me the colors that you want and I will make it for you. Again, don't forget to check out theupperleftusa.com for all the details and options on these camera straps. If this video has helped you out, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share this video, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.